day I woke up with Michaela screaming my name. "Oe," she screamed 50 times. I screamed back, "What?" "Get up. We leave for vacation in 3 hours," she called. I thought to myself, 3 hours? I don't have enough time to pack. I was 3, so I couldn't pack enough by myself. "Mom," I called. She came into my room and asked what I needed. I said I needed help packing. My mom helped me pack, and then we helped Michaela, and then we packed for Abby because she was only 1. And then Michaela and I helped my parents pack their bags. Then we loaded the car and met my grandparents at the rental car place, where we both rented vans. We drove for 2 hours, then stopped for breakfast. After we loaded back into the vans and drove for another 3 hours, well, wouldn't you know, we were hungry again. So it was time to stop for lunch. What seemed like forever had only been a few hours. We left for our house at 7, had breakfast at 9, and lunch at noon. And now we were only halfway to Gulf Shores, Alabama. So by 1 o'clock, we were exhausted. We stopped for the day at a hotel and then went for a swim. Afterwards, we came back up to our rooms where we stayed until the next morning. We got up the next day and prepared for the rest of the drive, which was only another 6 hours. Finally, my parents said we only had 30 minutes remaining until we would reach our beachside condo. That 30 minutes felt like forever again, but we made it. We loaded the vans, then the adults made the decisions on where everyone would sleep. I slept with Michaela and my aunt in one room, in the basement. The bed seemed so big to me. My grandparents had the master bedroom, and my parents and Abby had the second smallest bedroom. Once we were all situated and rested, we made our way to the pool. We swam for 1 hour. My parents kept trying to get me out of the pool, but I wouldn't stop. They ushered me back to the room where I immediately fell asleep. The next morning, I got up and we all went to the beach. I was so afraid of all the stories I heard about sharks. I eased into the water, and it was just as I thought. I hated it. I ran back up to the beach and decided that playing in the sand was best for me. I made several attempts of building a sandcastle, but Michaela kept knocking them over. Now that I'm 11 and I'm much more mature, I totally regret acting like that. I didn't get in trouble for acting that way, but I still was ashamed of such childish behavior. On our last day at the beach, didn't go so well. We arrived and the sign said, "No swimming today," along with a picture of a jellyfish with words saying, "Jellyfish nearby, safety caution." Everyone decided that we should go to the pool instead, and on this day, I learned to jump into the pool. Later that day, we went back to the condo and watched movies and played games. I fell asleep and then woke back up to the sounds of my family watching Despicable Me. Well, unfortunately, it came for the time for us to leave. I was sad, but I knew this day would come. We loaded the vans and drove for 12 hours. We returned the vans and went home. I was finally in my bed, but I couldn't stop thinking about the beach. I enjoyed my trip, but I was happy to be home. The end.